the way I am now, if I hear somebody just passing by talking study around, I won't even listen to you. Do you know why? I have the right information. In fact, I know where to get the information if I need them. Do you see? Do you know where to get the information if you need them? Hello, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining my session. And today I'll be talking to you about the 3 major consequences, in fact, harmful consequences. When you say consequences, it could be good, it could be consequence of something good happening, consequence of something bad happening. But these are 3 major consequences, bad ones, of lack of information when it comes to travel abroad matters, okay? When it comes to travel abroad matters. And we're going to take them one after the other. And at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you what to do instead. Isn't that as exciting? So I'm not going to leave you stranded, and we're not just going to talk about all the bad things that will happen when you don't have information. But I'm going to give you a way out. Trust me, my way is legit. Okay, so what is it that actually happens when you don't have the information you need as far as travel abroad is concerned? There are 3 of them. The first one is that you don't take any action. So sometimes I've met people and they'll be like, well, I've been considering this travel abroad thing. Oh, it's been 5 years now. It's been 2 years now. In fact, it's been 6 months now. But I don't really know how to get about it. I don't really know what to do. Do you see? So what is happening? 3 years, 2 years, 1 year, 6 months, 3 months. This person is thinking of relocating. This person is thinking of traveling abroad. But they don't have the right information. So what do? They don't take any action. You hardly see people say, I don't know what to do, so I just did something. People hardly say that. They'll be like, I don't know what to do, so I've just been, we've just been waiting. So the number 1 consequence of lack of information when it comes to achieving any goal is that you don't do anything. You don't do anything because you just be there looking for more information, so you don't do anything. So it's inaction. Inaction, that is the consequence. And you don't want that to happen to you, or do you? But before I go ahead to give you what you really need to do to save yourself from this inaction, I'm going to give you the second and the third thing that happened to you when you are suffering from lack of information. The second thing is that when I said, okay, first of all, you don't make any tangible action, right? But the other one is that you become indecisive. So there are 2 different things, though they look alike. All right, they look alike, but they are 2 different things. Inaction means you don't take action. It could mean that you know what to do, but you just didn't act, right? But it could also mean that you don't know what to do, so you didn't act. So inaction is a category, right? But under it, you have indecisiveness, being indecisive. And why are you indecisive? This, in fact, oh, I think I've mixed it. I've turned this upside down, but let me just explain it to you. I hope you get it. Indecisiveness comes in when you have multiple options, right? So let me say, sometimes I'll meet somebody, they will say, see, I know that you'll be like, okay, you want to relocate abroad. What pathways do you know? They'll be like, I know the study abroad pathway exists. I know the work pathway exists. I know the express entry if it's Canada, or provincial nominee pathways. Like, they just know different things. But you ask to say, okay, why haven't you taken action? The reason you have not taken action is because you don't know which of these is better. Right? You don't know. Like, you just know they exist. If you're one of those people, raise up your hand. Because there are people that they don't have any information. That is why they've not acted. Some people, they just have too much information, but little information about so many things. So they don't know what to decide on. And the reason you have not decided is because you really don't, you think you know those things, but you don't know them. You think you know, but you don't know them. You just know things. Look. Shallow. You think you know, right? But it's so, your knowledge is so shallow that it is not enough for you to make a decision. Because for you to make a decision, let me show you. For you to make a decision, you need knowledge with full cup. You see, this cup is deep. It's deep. You need knowledge where full cup. But some people, the reason they've not decided is that their cup is like this, or even like this. Very, like, in fact, it's this one. Very shallow. So, in fact, it's worse. Because if you're talking to that person, the person will be like, I know everything about this thing. You think you know. You don't know, my dear. You just know small things about 1,000,001 things. But you don't know enough to make a decision. Because if you know enough, you will act. If you know enough, you will not be indecisive. You will decide. So the indecisiveness you are passing through is because you know little things about so many things, and you don't have in-depth knowledge enough to make a decision. I put it to you that you don't have in-depth knowledge to make a decision. If not, you will have made one. True or false? True. You know. I won't even wait for you to answer, because I know it's true. There are some things when you ask somebody, I'm waiting to hear answer. This one, I know the truth. Okay? So, number one consequence is that you don't take any action. The number two is that you are indecisive. Right? Like you've not even decided which pathway to follow, even though you know 100 pathways. You also know that some people can come as farmers. You also know some people even some entrepreneurs can come. You also know that even some investors can also relocate like that. But okay, how exactly do entrepreneurs relocate abroad? You don't know. What is the pathway called? Maybe you even know the name. How exactly does it happen? No idea. So you know little thing about so many things, and you lack the in-depth knowledge to make a decision. Now, what is the third thing? The third bad thing that happens to you when you don't have information, the right information about travel abroad or even study abroad, is that you get exposed to hearsay. And hearsay is very dangerous. Very. My neighbor said, my tailor said, my pastor now said, even my daddy's mommy's sister said, one of my auntie in London can say, my classmates that traveled last week also now said, my friend's friend, my younger sister's friend, brother. You get? Your younger sister's classmate, friend's brother. Now said one thing. You know? You will be exposed to hearsay. Why are you listening to hearsay? You are listening to hearsay because you really don't. You are trying to get in-depth information, but each of the hearsay still doesn't provide in-depth information for you. Each of the hearsay does not provide in-depth information. So you are exposed to hearsay because you are looking for in-depth information, but you're actually killing yourself the more. You're actually killing yourself the more. Because hearsay can destroy you. In fact, it is better you don't have information. It's better than hearsay. You see, they will not tell you, when you reach there, they just collect your bag, throw you inside prison. You say, me? Seriously? God forbid, I'm not going there. Who did? When? What is the concrete information you have that something like that happened in that country? It is your tailor that told you. It is your food person that told you. It is your hairdresser that now gossiped you on the matter. In fact, you heard people saying it at the salon you went to. Do you understand? The barber shop you went to, you heard somebody mentioning it, talking about it on the phone. They did not tell you. They were not talking to you. Oh, okay. They were not talking to you, but somehow you heard it. So when you are exposed to hearsay, in fact, your situation is worse. And it's because that person is exposed to hearsay, that is why they tend to have so many little information about so many things without in-depth information about something. So these are the three major consequences of lack of information, right? I'll repeat them to you in summary, which is you don't take any tangible action because you don't have the information you need to take action. When you backtrack, you see that you're not taking action because you're indecisive. You have not even decided on what to do. You know that the walk route, the express entry route, you have to do west. But you've not even done the west. But you know. But that's because you have not even decided whether you're going through express entry or going through study abroad, which doesn't require IELTS or OS, by and large, right? So you become, you are indecisive. On top, because you're indecisive and you don't have enough information, your ear always gravitates towards the next person who is talking about study abroad or travel abroad. So many information will start flying into your ears. And guess what? The more information you get, the more confused you become. The more information you get, the more confused you become. The question I have for you today is, how long are you going to continue like this? Zoe, Jasmine, answer me. Don't even say Dr. Linda, I love you. Somebody is commenting Dr. Linda, I love you. Don't say Dr. Linda, I love you, because you'll be listening to me all the time. I need answers. Tolu, I need answers. Benedicta, I need answers. Zainab, I need answers. Mary, I need answers. Wellington, I need answers. How long are you going to continue like this? And the one question where Dr. Linda get for you today. How long are you going to continue like this? Being indecisive, taking no action, listening to hearsay. In fact, when you come out of your house now and you see an Okada man, talking about study abroad or travel abroad, you will put your ear. See, like the way I am now, if I hear somebody just passing by talking study abroad, I won't even listen to you. Do you know why? I have the right information. If you need information, I'll go, I feel cost soap give you. So I'm not interested. I'm not interested in even, like, I can listen to you, but it doesn't even stick. Except you're asking me a question or something. In fact, I know where to get the information if I need them. Do you see? Do you know where to get the information if you need them? Apart from the cabman that carried you yesterday. And the receptionist that answered you when you made a call to one place. Do you know where to get the right information when you need it? Do you? Because I know where to get the information, I will not listen. If you even come now and say, Canada did this, I will just go to Canada website. Pram. I know some places to check. I'll say no updates. I will come back and tell you, no such update has been made by Canada government. Why? I know where to get the information. Do you? All right. So this is something that you should take note of. Now the question is, what should you do? There's a room say. How do I put it now? There's something you can do that is at your beck and call. All right. There's something that you can do that is at your beck and call. So you should actually do it. One moment. Okay, so there is something you should do. There's something you can do that is at your beck and call. What is that? We have a free webinar that, in that free webinar, we added so many information. I'll tell you where the secret sauce is, okay? In that webinar, we added so many information to make sure that we clarify so many things that you've been asking. Because, in fact, when we designed the webinar, we designed it based on the questions we've been getting from people, inbox, right? This free webinar is detailed, even though some people, they will be asking you questions. When you ask them to attend webinar, they will say, I don't want to attend the webinar, but, they say, see, I don't want to attend the webinar, but can you please answer me? I'm like, a friend of mine will say, why are you engaging in self-sabotaging activity? Like now they use your hand, they put yourself down. Attend our free webinar. That free webinar is at www.vantagemigration.ca. If you're watching this on Instagram, you can check the description of the video, or you can check the link in bio. of my Instagram, but I will add it to the description of this video for the sake of those that will not have the time of moving anywhere, or if you're watching it on another platform like YouTube, for example. I'll add it to the description of the video. Why do you want to engage in self-sabotaging activity? Attend free webinar. It will just cost you your data, the same data you're using to watch this video. For you to attend the webinar, listen. Even some people, they'll quickly do like this. They just be like, what are they saying? Then they come back to, hey, Dr. Linda, please, can you? The same question you're asking me is the same question that have been answered in the webinar, or that will be answered in the webinar. So why are you allergic to sit your ass down? Why are you allergic to sitting your ass down and listen to that webinar? Why? It's a form of self-sabotaging activity. There are so many people following me on this page, on this channel. Every day I'll say, attend webinar. Up to today, this is 1 year, you are still following Dr. Linda. Have you attended webinar? No. Let me even tell you a true life story. It's a true life story. One time, and I'll tell you what annoyed me the most. One time I was talking with somebody. I think I wanted to hire people for something. So when I tried to hire them, somebody now said to me that, hey, I think the person wanted to make me understand that she has been following me for some time. And that thing required the person to attend the webinar. So the person said, I've been following for 2 years. Have you attended the webinar? No. And the person also still said they want to travel abroad. I did not take the person. I did not take the person. This is a true life story. Because I was like, if you can follow me for 2 years and you are telling me I'm truly interested in relocating, I'm truly interested in relocating. Have you attended with the webinar? That's the first simple question. In fact, if you think you can lie about it, I'm not talking about you, I mean the person. If the person thinks that the person can lie about it, I know the question I'll ask you, I will just know that you have not attended any of our webinar before. Like some people, when they come and say, oh, what? I'll just ask them one question. You just know that they don't know the answer. They'll quickly run back to go attend the webinar. But I was shocked that somebody followed me for 2 years. And this person actually had very good grades. If you don't have good grades, some people say, so does it mean it's only people that have grades? Shame on you if you ask that question right now, because that's how humans think. I'm giving you an example of something that happened. This person had very good grades, vowed that they really, really want to travel abroad. And they followed me for 2 years. Have you attended the webinar? No. I say, you are not serious in life. You're not serious. Seriously, that was my conclusion. And I did not take the person. You follow me. Every day you are listening to your neighbor, to your cab driver, to your Uber driver, to your boat driver, Nigerians and Lagosians. Boats, yeah, you use boats, eh? You listen to your boat driver, eh? You listen to all these people. Sit your ass down and listen to webinar that will change your life forever. Mbano. Self-sabotaging activity. That is what you have engaged in. Attend that webinar at, I'll put a description on this video, www.vantagemigration.ca. It is free. The webinar is free. If you attend the webinar, then you can now make a decision whether you want to continue. But at least, the next time your neighbor is talking trash, you will correct them. Don't you see the importance? You will correct them. You say, no, this thing. Like some people will say, for study abroad, can you travel with your spouse? If you just took out 1 hour of your time to attend the webinar, you will know that by now you can travel with your spouse. You will know that by now you can travel with your children. If you have children. Do you get my simple things that stop you from making a decision? If only you attend webinar. If only you attend webinar, it will help you. It will help you. And specifically, I'm not talking to people who probably just met us for the first time, or who this video is the first video they've ever watched of me in their life, right? Listen to the kind of people I'm talking about. How can you be interested in relocation? You are so interested. You followed me for 2 years, even free webinar you've not attended. Is that right? Think calm now. Somebody said something that I don't even want to repeat on this video. I will probably be blocking the person right now. Please allow me to block the person. Allow me to block the person. One moment. I hope I find the person. I saw that comment. Where did the comment go? Let's see. One moment, please. Awesome. Done and dusted, very clean. You see this, my happy space? I protect it by all means. Okay, back to seriousness. Hey, forget my laughter. Blocking people is so sweet. Especially when somebody is being toxic, you be like, exit my space. Okay, so as we were saying, okay, as we're saying, don't engage in self-sabotaging activity. Don't be the person dragging yourself down. Take your time. Attend our free webinar at www.vantagemigration.ca. This goes out to you, especially if you've been following me for a very long time. Like, if you've been following me past 3 months, it is more than 3 months since you started seeing my video. You've not attended the webinar. Ask yourself whether you are serious. Ask yourself, truly, are you serious? Do you get my point? Ask yourself that question. And at the webinar, the secret sauce is you staying till the end when we do question and answer. Because almost all the questions you have, like I can guarantee you that if you attend the webinar, nothing less than 90% of the questions you have in your head will be answered. Nothing less than 90% of the questions you have in your head will be answered. Now, what happens to the remaining 10%? All you just have to do is chat us inbox with that question and we'll be able to direct you. Chat us inbox with that question and we'll be able to direct you. Guess what I said? I'm not saying that everybody that attend the webinar must start their process now. No, it gives you the information you need to make the next decision decisively. It moves you from being indecisive. It moves you away from being indecisive, because many of the things somebody will tell me, what is common is my West has not come out. That's why I've not started my study abroad. But you don't need West for study abroad. So why are you waiting for your West before you start your study abroad? That's an example. So that person is being held hostage by things that will not even affect them on a normal day because of lack of information. This is destroying the dreams of a lot of people. Believe you me. All right? This is destroying the Prince, stop typing, please. This is destroying the dreams of a lot of people. One moment. This is destroying the dreams of a lot of people, and you don't want to be one of those persons whose dream will be destroyed because of lack of information, which makes you not to be able to take action, makes you indecisive, right? And exposes you to hearsay. Bridge that gap. Bridge the gap. Bridge it. Bridge the gap. By what? Attend information. That's info webinar. Attend it. If you have questions left, chat us inbox and we'll take it up from there. All right? All right. I hope that this word meets you at your place of need. I asked you before, how long are you going to continue like this? Scrambling for pieces of information from every... In fact, normal gossip blog is where you get your travel abroad information from sometimes. Self-sabotaging activity. Stop it. Stop it. And just for those that will be like, so that will go attend your webinar, don't attend. Go and look for another consultant that you can work with. You don't have to work with Dr. Linda. It's not by force. Do you understand? You don't. So this is not about. Oh, how you come to Vantage Migration. If you do, we'll be happy to have you. But this is not about it. This is about how you will stop engaging in self-sabotaging activities so that you can achieve your dream. So many people, the information they need to make decisions is tiny. Tiny. There is a man somewhere who hasn't started his study abroad or travel abroad plans because he thinks he cannot go with his wife. Bet me there is somebody somewhere as I talk to you, and vice versa. There is a woman somewhere who haven't started her travel abroad process because she thinks she cannot travel with her kids. Because neighbors told her she cannot travel with her kids. There is a single person somewhere who haven't started her travel abroad dream because she thinks he or she needs to be married before they start. Like some people say, get married though, so that you and your husband or you and your wife will relocate together. If not, it will be hard. Right? Meanwhile, they don't know that if they travel today and they get married the next day, they will just have to file for their spouse to come. And their spouse is already eligible for a kind of visa that will be given. So many people, lack of information is stopping them from achieving their dreams. Don't be one of them. Go to that webinar today, www.vantagemigration.ca. If you can't remember, check the description of the video once this video has been posted. If you don't find it there, ask us inbox at Dr. Linda Iheme, which is a verified page. These are places you can reach us. Okay? And webinar is free. Ask us clarifying question after the webinar is free. All these things are free. So you have free information from a reliable source to make a decision. We're not talking about what the decision is. Your decision at the end could be, guess what? I'm not going to relocate. It is okay. It is okay. It is far better to make that decision than to stay in limbo, a place where you don't have enough information to make decision. Do you get my point? It's better that you finish the webinar and say, this is not for me. It's better than, I don't know what to do. Cab driver, what do you think? The cab driver will not tell you, the customer that I carried yesterday in my car told me he was relocating to Canada via so route. That's your source of information. It doesn't mean cab driver is not a human being. Don't get me wrong. But the question is, when it comes to a decision that will change your life and that of your family forever, do you want to get it from that source? Who also is not the cab driver that relocated though. If a cab driver relocated and you're getting information from there, it's okay, right? By the way, if they relocated, you won't see them to get information from. It's the fact that the cab driver is telling you probably something you overheard two people gisting at the back of his car. You don't know the beginning, you don't know the end. Take good care of yourself. Make a date with your destiny. Attend that webinar today, not tomorrow. Tomorrow now you forget. Attend the webinar today. Stay. Go and drink coffee. Look for, okay, you don't drink coffee. Many Africans don't drink coffee. I for say, look for coffee, drink, make your eye they shine like this. See my own. The eyeballs, now you go they see. Drink coffee, keep your eyeballs open. Two of them. Keep your eyes wide open. Then finish the webinar. Do it. Don't engage in self-sabotaging activity. All right? Take good care of yourself till I see you again. I hope you know this is Dr. Linda Iheme. I'm an educational consultant with Vantage Migration. Myself and my team, we train graduates and professionals who want to relocate abroad on how to do that successfully all by themselves. You do it all by yourself. We show you how to do it. We train you on how to do it so that you can do it like an expert. That's what we do. All right? Take good care of yourself. Attend the webinar. That's your task for today. Go to www.vantagemigration.ca. All right?